Thank you so much for having us. It's great to be here today. It's nice to see everyone. I am Mayor Melissa Youssef, and I have with me Councillor Dave Woodruff, who was our liaison to the Chamber of Commerce, and he sits on their board, so he will be presenting with me today. Today, we're going to be talking about a State of the City presentation for the City of Durango. We will talk a little bit about what we accomplished in 2023, areas of focus for 2024 and beyond, and I will conclude with some general thoughts.
The mission and vision of an organization provides a definable roadmap for all to follow when making run-of-the-mill daily decisions to pivotal game-changing choices for the future of an organization. It is key to have good guideposts such as a mission and vision to really give your organization direction. My predecessors to council came up with the mission, vision, and values back in 2021, and they are as follows. City of Durango mission. The City of Durango and our employees provide efficient city services, effectively maintain city assets, and manage growth, are accountable, ethical, fiscally responsible, and collaborate with regional partners to improve the quality of life for our entire community. City of Durango mission. Durango is an authentic, diverse, multi-generational, and thriving community. Our residents value and enjoy our unique natural environment and benefit from the management of our city's resources in a fiscally responsible, environmental, and socially sustainable manner. City of Durango values include teamwork, dependability, professionalism, service, respect, innovation, and well-being. It is important to revisit your mission and vision every few years to ensure your goals are on track and the organization is moving in the right direction. Our current council had the opportunity to sit down together in early March in a strategic planning retreat along with city staff to revisit our strategic plan and see if our mission and vision still fall in line with our short and long-term goals. We are shortening them and made some modifications to our goals and are getting feedback through our community engagement division over the next few weeks. More to come.
One of the most important variables impacting our ability to fulfill our responsibilities and meet the needs of our residents is the quality of our staff. I'm about to start my 8th year serving on City Council, and I have never seen such a dedicated, committed, and capable staff team. I credit this to our city manager, Jose Madrigal, who has spent the last 3 years working to rebuild our culture from within, working to create a strong, cohesive, and service-oriented team. The City of Durango truly is a great place to work today. And on our executive leadership team working directly with the city manager, we have over 60% internal promotions to these positions. We have 4 Fort Lewis College graduates, and we have over 50% females in these roles. In February of 2024, we had an employee survey in which we had over 97% participation rate, and we scored above the national benchmark for municipalities in the following categories. I just pulled a few. Employee engagement, supervisory effectiveness, job satisfaction, likely to stay, again, above the national benchmark. Career growth, good teamwork, and belief in mission. Key takeaway here. Quality of our staff is critically important to fulfilling our goals, and this is a huge area of strength for the City of Durango right now. Our employees are engaged. They are knowledgeable about their areas. They are turned on, and they seem happy.
The city was able to interview and hire a new full-time city attorney effective May 1st, 2023. Mark Morgan, the best qualified candidate, was chosen by the previous council and has been streamlining operations, making quality hires in supporting positions, and refining operations to create more efficiency, fairness, and productivity. Some of his key highlights in his first year with the city. In the process of digitizing municipal court records and creating an online platform for better community engagement and utilization, he's hired a number of supporting positions to the city attorneys, such as Assistant City Attorney Jim Martin, and other positions making the municipal court and city attorney's office more efficient. He's established a public defender system with the Colorado Office of Alternate Defense Counsel, and also provided vital legal review of the River City Hall, Durango 9R, and Durango Mesa real estate transactions. Additionally, City Council decided to consolidate the municipal judge position from 2 part-time positions into 1 full-time position. After interviewing all candidates, Matt Margison was chosen to fulfill the role of municipal judge in January of 2024. While in his short time in the position, he has already made considerable impact to our local court system, including the start of a new specialty court that will hopefully be started in late May, Mr. Margerson is working on the MOUs with community partners such as Access Health Systems and Manor Resource Centers, among others. And the intent of the court is to provide mental health services to our chronically unhoused and mentally ill community members. Additionally, providing services to substance abuse addicted individuals with some of those same supports. In working alongside the Attorney's Office, there is currently a contract in place for a digital case management system to move the court into the 21st century. And lastly, working with the Durango Police Department and Attorney's Office to get offenders into court and ensuring they are held accountable for their actions, but through a compassionate lens.
Durango's commitment to attainable and workforce housing is essential for fostering a vibrant, inclusive, and sustainable community. Some of the important projects we focused on in 2023 was, first of all, the residents of Durango. This was the Best Western Motel conversion project. It has 120 rental units targeting the 30 to 60% AMI earners. These are our residents most vulnerable to changes in the housing market, and we are still on track to open early next year for this project. We also had the Leasing for Locals program in 2023. This is our rental subsidy program at Gage Apartments. We have 30 units in this program targeting the missing middle. That is the 60 to 80% AMI earners. This program is proving to be very beneficial for our residents. We expect to have all the units fully occupied by the end of next week. And then we focused on the Animas City Park Overlook townhomes. This is 22 townhomes in which there are 5 income qualified ownership units that sold for $399,000. Appreciation is capped on these units. We also have 3 workforce housing units in this program requiring local worker occupancy. On the horizon for 2024, we have the Durango Crossing Public-Private Partnership. Council approved conceptual plans and annexation at the February meeting. This will be 150 new housing units, of which over 50% will be workforce housing. This will be the largest workforce housing project in the city. And then we are also focusing on Three Springs Village 2 partnership. This is the partnership between the city of Durango and the Southern Ute Indian Tribe to facilitate the next phase of Three Springs to the north. This could be 1,100 additional units possible in this location. So the key takeaway here, we are working very hard for a variety of housing options for our residents, and we are making progress.
In 2023, the city invested over $1.5 million through a multitude of programs to drive economic opportunity for individuals and businesses within Durango. While there are many programs with the city to spur economic growth, some key programs include the Durango Creates Grant that is designed to encourage creative projects that can be enjoyed by the public based on a concept called creative placemaking. Creative placemaking capitalizes on the community's assets, inspiration, and potential with the intention of creating public spaces that promote health, happiness, and well-being. The Renew Grant is a one-to-one matching grant of up to $5,000 for improvements to properties which are visible from the public right-of-way. This incentive program allows the city to help local businesses while leveraging private investment to achieve the goals of the Durango District's initiative. The Lodgers Tax Arts and Culture Fund has created opportunities for funding creative projects, events, programs, and experiences supported right here in the Durango community. In 2023, over $520,000 was invested in the creative community for 39 different art projects throughout the city. Urban Renewal Authorities, URAs, are local redevelopment organizations that promote public-private partnerships to shape economic growth. On May 5, 2020, City Council unanimously passed Resolution 2020-10 to establish an Urban Renewal Authority in Durango. The Durango URA, known as the Durango Renewal Partnership, works hand in hand with local government and community partners to help facilitate redevelopment and reinvestment that reflects our community values and achieves our economic goals. Additionally, the Community Development Department works with local businesses with the Food Business Entrepreneurship Support Program, Downtown Bump Out Program, and Developmental Review Roundtables and Process Review. Lastly, the Community Development Department will come to Council in the next couple of months to pilot an economic opportunity incentive policy. We hope to take some of the lessons learned through some of the aforementioned programs to pilot a new policy that will focus on helping local business grow in areas where we would like to see development.
We had some very important transactions take place in 2023 that will set us up for the future. We first had the building swap with the City of Durango and the Fire District. This was decades in the making, a win for the entire community. We had public meetings in February where conceptual plans of a new city hall and police station were presented. We will have more meetings in April. And in May or June, we will have discussions with City Council regarding costs of those plans. We also had our ribbon cutting for the former Big Picture High School, now the Community Development and Engineering Building. This is a great new space for our 30 city employees. Very nice conversion project in the historic part of our town with very well laid out office space. And we also had, lastly, the Durango Mesa Park annexation. This is a milestone project for the community in which we annexed 1,928 acres of Durango Mesa into City of Durango, thanks to the generosity of the Katz family. Key takeaway here is we are looking forward. We are planning for sustainable future growth and development.
Quality of life is the reason why many of us have chosen to call Durango our home. The city helps to maintain our community quality of life through sound policymaking, maintenance of city assets, and acquisition of new assets. In 2023 into 2024, the city has added 49 acres to Oxbow Nature Preserve from the generous donation from Bill and Maddie Waters. This area will be preserved as parks and open space for the benefit of the Durango community and wildlife. We built 7 miles of new trails in the Durango Mesa Park addition. After the hard work of city staff to take care of the operational side of the annexation, Durango City Council approved the annexation in mid-September of last year. We look forward to working with the Durango Mesa Park Foundation for other recreational opportunities in the years to come. We're currently building 6 new pickleball courts at Schneider Park, where City Council approved a mid-year budget amendment in the September of last year to fund the new courts and revamp the existing bathroom facilities. Parks and Recreation has teamed up with the Creative Economy Commission for 2 art installations that will be a part of the facility build-out. The facility improvements are set to be completed by May of this year. Additionally, we hired Kelly Schmidt as our new Parks and Recreation Director after the departure of Turi Nykum for the position last fall. Kelly brings over 25 years of Parks and Recreation experience, with 11 of those years in an executive role. Recently, she was the Community Events Manager for the city of Bentonville, Arkansas, where she launched several community-driven programs, implemented cost-effective measures to maintain and upgrade park facilities, and create safe environments for all to enjoy.
We have generally stabilized most crime in the city of Durango to pre-COVID levels. Robbery is down 22%. Motor vehicle theft is down 22%. Unfortunately, aggravated assault is up 71%, with the greatest increase happening to our officers, paramedics, and ER staff, primarily due to mental health and substance abuse issues. Our police department is almost fully staffed. We made progress on our goal of 30% female uniformed positions by 2030. We went from 3% in 2022 to 13% in 2023. Our police chief search is underway with 5 finalists. We will have interviews the first week of April. We will have a community forum to meet the candidates on April 3rd at 5:30 p.m. in City Council chambers, and possible confirmation of candidates at the April 16th City Council meeting. We're adding efficient vehicles to our fleet. We added 14 hybrid police vehicles in 2023. Plan is to add an additional 5 hybrid vehicles in 2024 and 2 other fully electric vehicles in 2024 as well. We are expanding technology and implementing electronic ticketing for efficiency and improved accuracy. We have expanded security presence at the Transit Center, the Rec Center, in our parks and public lands. We now have staffs on e-bikes and walking patrols in our parks and open space. We cleaned up 144 abandoned camps in 2023, and we saw a 10% increase in illegal camps. This is due to the closure of Purple Cliffs and because we now have more patrols, so we're seeing more camps. Key takeaway here: safety and security of our residents is a huge priority. We are investing in our staff and resources to be as efficient and effective as possible in this area.
Even for a small community like ours, we have a remarkable internal and external transit system catering to our community. Being a remote and rural community in Southwest Colorado, it is important we maintain our airport and keep up with demand. We're continuing to see robust growth in the aviation sector, and 2023 was the busiest year on record for the Durango and La Plata County Airport, with almost 432,000 passengers being serviced. We've also completed the airport runway rehabilitation project, which repaved 1.7 miles of runway pavement. And we also broke ground and started on Phase 1A of the Terminal Expansion Capital Improvement Project. We hope that this $7 million capital improvement project will be completed this spring, which is the largest expenditure taken by the airport since it was built in 1988. Phase 1B of that program will start in the latter part of this year and will add roughly 24,000 square feet to the existing terminal and renovate a large part of the existing terminal. When it's all said and done, the project will provide new restrooms, a new baggage claim area, new TSA screening area, and 4 new gates with seating.
Durango Transit provided over 425,000 rides in 2023. This is a 29% increase in annual ridership from 2022. This is a big jump. There are several reasons for the increase. We did the free summer fare program again in 2023, which is very popular with our riders. We provided 123,000 free rides under this program. This program is funded from our lodger's tax discretionary spending. We also expanded our routes to include the Crestview neighborhood in 2023, and we saw big growth in numbers here as a result as well, an additional 21,000 rides in this area. We added the Durango evening transit service, which is becoming increasingly popular for our riders. This operates from 5 p.m. to midnight. And our Mercy Three Springs route had a lot more riders in 2023, which is great. We are getting people out of their cars on our busy freeway. We also added additional payment options for more flexibility. We now have day passes, weekday passes, month passes. You can pay cash, and we also have a fare app. This is much more convenient for our riders. Key takeaway here, this is a very important and well-used amenity for our residents, and we are seeing increased use and appreciation for the services being offered.
The city's finance department has been recognized as one of the top performing city finance departments by the Government Finance Officers Association, or GFOA. This recognition is a testament to our leadership team under our city manager, Jose Madrigal, and our newly appointed chief financial officer, Devin Schmidt. After a very tumultuous transition from an embezzlement scandal in 2019, the city has rebounded and put in new safeguards protecting taxpayer money and putting the right people into positions to ensure financial accountability and transparency. We have rolled out new transparency software in the way of OpenGov, which is recognized as a model for ADA compliance and easy for open access to the public for financial transparency. In addition to these, the city has made many accomplishments to note, and we look forward to continued growth in the years to come. The City of Durango received GFOA awards for Distinguished Budget in 2022 and 2023, and we also applied for it in 2024. In 2023, the city received outstanding recognition for our strategic plan and the budgeting process, and the City of Durango received GFOA awards for financial reporting in 2021, 2022, and applied for it in 2023. Our adopted budget for 2024 supports HB 21-1110, which improves access to digital content for those with disabilities.
In 2023, we hired Clancy Nixon as our community engagement specialist. This is a very important community outreach position for the city of Durango. Staff is holding bi-monthly Engage Durango community forums. We have had 5 of these so far. We had 3 focus groups to assist staff in making recommendations to City Council on specific projects. These groups ensure feedback is accurate and representative of our residents. We launched the Engage Durango website with big upgrades to our website, much more user-friendly and easy to navigate. We added regular City Council office hours. These are bi-weekly office hours on a rotating basis for City Council. They have been very well attended. And we completed our citywide survey in 2023. This was mailed to 3,000 households, and we had a response rate of 26%. This is a good data point that serves as a snapshot in time. Some of the highlights from the survey. Natural environment is very important to Durango residents. Residents feel safe and experience a high quality of life. Alternative forms of transportation are a community strength for the city of Durango. And the local economy received positive reviews, but residents showed concern about general affordability. Key takeaway here, we're working hard on getting diverse input and feedback from our residents. We're investing in outreach and utilizing various communication channels.
While it's great to look at some of our accomplishments we've garnered over the past few years, it's also important to look forward to new projects coming down the pike. It's amazing to look at the hard work of city staff and council predecessors to see what foundations were built to be where we are today. We hope to continue to build upon those foundations and breathe life into new projects and build new foundations for our successors. These projects outline Durango's next chapter, the new Durango Police Department and City Hall project. We finalized the real estate transfer of the former 9R building with the Durango Fire Protection District with the River City Hall building back in November. While still in the early plans of design and development, we plan on creating a new police department and City Hall from the former 9R admin building and Big Picture High School. We will work with community partners to continue to develop Durango Mesa Park into a recreational destination and continued asset for our community. We will be retiring Big Toe from the Chapman Hill ski area at the end of this ski season and install a new Palma lift with new lights. The continued design and development of downtown's next step to perform overdue and much needed infrastructure replacement and repair and to improve the aesthetic and safety of our downtown corridor while maintaining the historic character and home-like downtown feel. More workforce housing. From newly approved developments like residences at Durango and Durango Crossings to revamping our existing accessory dwelling unit or ADU codes, we are really putting a concerted effort to engage in public-private partnerships to move the needle on affordable and attainable housing. The airport redesign and capital project Phase 1B will provide much-needed airport repairs and opens up 4 new gates, enough for a potential new air service provider. Another service provider will aid in keeping airfare competitive and provide more routes to key markets. Economic opportunity incentive programs will pave the way to new economic growth that will spur our local and regional economy. We look forward to seeing how this pilot program will realize economic growth in key areas we would like to see broaden.
I am so fortunate that I have had the opportunity to serve now for 7 years on City Council. I start my 8th year of service in April. I've served 2 terms as mayor, and that will also conclude for me in April. I started in 2017, and that feels like eons ago. So much has happened, and so much has changed. And I will conclude for you today that it is my perspective that the city of Durango is in a very strong position right now. You have a diverse council team setting high-level policy and competent, qualified staff running the day-to-day operations of the city. And this is the key, is the quality of our staff. We are in a very strong position in this regard today. We also have all 3 of our council appointee positions filled, the city manager, city attorney, and municipal judge with full-time employees, which has been a huge challenge for council over the last 4 years, and it is making a tremendous difference in our ability to get work done and stay focused on our priorities. We are fortunate that we have funding that allows us to maintain our quality of life, the safety and security of our residents, and funding for important amenities such as transportation, our library, parks and recreation, and a busy airport. We will have to look for additional funding options for facilities and continued support for transportation going forward. We are actively engaging with our residents, and this is a top priority, and staff is making big gains in seeking diverse input from our residents. All cylinders are moving at the City of Durango. Lots of productivity happening in every department. Staff is responsive. They're willing to adapt to changing times and needs of the community. And we are looking forward. We are planning for the future. And we are taking active steps to ensure that we have sustainable growth and development. Your City of Durango is in a stronger position today to move forward in a positive and productive way than I have ever seen it during my tenure on council.